So now we come to the final project for the semester, what we've been working toward all semester, how to write a persuasive argument. So how do we get started with this project? Well, the first thing you're going to want to do is choose a topic you feel strongly about. It doesn't matter if you agree or disagree, but you should have a passion about whatever you're going to discuss. Remember to choose only one side. Do not argue the opposing viewpoint. You will need facts, statistics, and reports to support your argument. Without these, your paper is only opinion. Now, opinion is a great place to start. Your thesis statement will be your belief on a particular topic, but then you need to back it up with outside sources. There are some general rules that you want to remember when you're writing an essay like this. First, know your audience. They will judge the strength of your arguments. Write a paper to convince them that your side makes the most sense. For the purposes of this assignment, your audience are your peers in the class and myself. In the introduction, establish your credibility. Convince them that you are being fair and open-minded about your topic. We did this in Chapter 4. You will need to have a thesis statement in your introduction, and the thesis statement, just so you know, is never a question. Support your thesis with 3 to 5 of the strongest arguments you could find, and use these to outline your essay. Now, should you use more than 3 to 5 if the others are weak? The answer to that is no, because that is what your opponent will use to deconstruct your argument. Always go with the strongest that you can find, even if there's only 3. Unlike the previous essays that you've written, for this particular essay you will need outside evidence. You want to use strong, specific evidence like facts and statistics, examples. You want to borrow power from experts, so you give their credentials if they're an expert in something, and then cite their work. Think of the other side, explain their belief, and then find arguments to oppose that view. Now, Chapter 7 was concerned with the logical flow of an argument, and we want to keep that in mind as we're working on this particular project. Here are some questions that you can think about. Are you generalizing without sufficient data? Are you stereotyping? Are the analogies based on things that are really similar? Are you sure that your causes and effects are really cause and effect and not simply correlation? Do you have enough options? Have you explored things fully? And are you overusing emotions? The expectations for this assignment are slightly more stringent than in the previous assignments that we've done. I don't want you to use the first person or the second person pronouns. No I, no me, no us, no we, and so on. No you. You use one or he, she, it. Don't use the words really or very. These words don't really mean anything. They don't convey much meaning. For example, if I live in Alaska and I say it's really cold, that means something very different than if I live in the Sahara Desert and I say it's cold. Don't use the phrase, in this writer's opinion. You're writing the essay, I know it's your opinion. You don't have to use the phrase, in conclusion. I've gotten to the last page of your paper, I know you're going to be concluding your essay. You want to use MLA format for the Works Cited page, and you must have one for this assignment. And you may not use any contractions, like can't or won't. Spell it all out, cannot, will not, and so on. The same rules apply to this essay as the rules did in the previous essays. You need to use MLA format. It needs to be at least 5 pages, 12-point font, Arial or Times New Roman. For this assignment, the outside sources that you use will really help to deepen your argument and support your argument, make it more convincing. So to that end, please use a minimum of 3 to 4 outside sources. Base your argument on reasons, facts, and evidence rather than only opinion or emotion. And please balance your sources between the internet, journals, and actual books. It's important that you realize that this is a multi-part project with several pieces that will be graded individually. Because of that, it is important that you stay on top of the due dates as they're listed in the module. I do it this way because I want to be able to check your work as you're going along so that you don't get all the way to the end of this project, hand in a final paper that really wasn't what the assignment was asking. So this is a way for us to have a conversation about how you're doing on the project itself.